That wasn't the plan.
Well, hi, Emily.
Hi, Courtney Holland. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, dear?
I'm good. You
Welcome
look
to
a
the
little
show. What?
I was going to say you look a little sleepers. Like me.
Really? Yeah. Well, I would like to welcome you to That Wasn't the Plan podcast. It's nice to see you. I
It's
like
nice
your
to
color
see you.
dimensions. You look
Thank
lovely.
you. You know,
Yeah.
it's almost June and I kind of felt the red and green Christmas vibe today.
Merry Christmas. Fuck it.
Yeah, and Happy New
Happy
Year
New
to
Year.
all. Happy Kwanzaa, Happy
Yeah.
Hanukkah, Festivus.
Yeah.
And for the
Kung Hei,
atheists out there,
right?
eat a
Kung
chicken.
Hei Fat Choi. I remember learning that when
Kung
I
Hei
was a
Fat
kid.
Choi. What is
Do
that?
you remember?
No.
Happy New Year.
Oh, Kung Hei Fat Choi.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm going to
Well,
forget
thanks
that
for
in
being
about.
on. Thanks for everybody for listening.
Talk
Don't
to you
say you
next
never
year.
learned anything from us. Yeah. Kung Hei Fat Joy. Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Is it rainy where you are? I mean, you're in Seattle, so I imagine.
Yeah, no, we've had a bit of the May gray, for a few weeks
Oh,
here,
yeah.
but today's actually quite sunny and beautiful. And
Oh, good.
I know I'm thinking to go for a little walk after this before I need to jump back into all my work right now. I've got lots of work to get done.
Oh, boy.
But it's like a beautiful day. And then I think tomorrow is supposed to be somewhat nice. And then we get kind of gray and rainy again next week. So
Oh, yeah. It's gray and rainy here for sure.
is it? Has it
Yeah.
been that way for a while?
No, it wasn't like this yesterday, but it's supposed to be like this all weekend. And my parents were going to have all of us to the lake. So now I'm not sure if we're going to the lake. Honestly, I would be cool just going on my own because if Lindsay, my sister, and my niece are going, it'll be a nice little
Yeah.
chill, bring the puppies. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, go ahead.
Has your new puppy seen water yet? Like a lake?
Yes. She
Okay.
was I had her at the lake a couple weeks ago when Jonathan and I went up and Paolo was, giving her the rundown. He's like,
Gotcha.
we go for the squoils. We try to get a squoil. We never do. And then we also run down to the dock and we get in the water and we drink the water and it gives us diarrhea for the couple of days after the lake. But that's what we do.
Is Paolo from Boston?
I don't know what, I guess.
We go down to the dock and you drink the water.
You drink the water and then, you run around. You run around a lot. And then your grandfather is going to ask our mom, where's your dog at? And she never knows. So that was, but it's funny because my dad, I think I've said this before, when I'm at the lake, he'll say like one or two things to me. And it's always like, hey girl, how you doing? And also, Courtney, where's your dog?
You
He always wants to know where my dog is. Yeah, I have. Yeah. Courtney, where is your dog? Can you hear the puppy? The puppy is crying. She's going to go
a
to
little
sleep
bit.
soon.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
hear it a
sorry
little
about
bit.
that.
She's going to cry herself to sleep.
She will.
Like we all
She'll
do.
realize no one's coming to save her, which we all do.
Yeah.
So I had an interesting week and I'm dying to know what you would do in this situation.
All
so
right.
two scenarios. First one, I'm at a store and I'm walking past, racks and racks of clothes. It was TJ Maxx or Home Goods or something like that.
Mhm.
As I'm walking, I make eye contact with a woman. She is in one of the aisles and she's shoving shirts into her pants. And I just am like, huh. So I just keep walking and I'm thinking, am I supposed to report this? But I didn't. I was like, my instinct was like, you're on your own journey. Like, I'm not judging you. Like,
yeah, it's none of your business.
right.
Also, I kind of feel like, big corporate box store, they've got insurance, they're covered, like those clothes, especially, it's, discounted items that, that other stores sell them so that they,
right.
I don't know exactly how it works, but I feel like, this person maybe needs those items. It's none of your business.
Right.
It's one more thing to kind of get involved with. If it was like a mom and pop shop, I don't know. I'd feel a little different, especially if you were a patron that frequented there or something and it was
Right.
obvious. Or I feel that way about food too. If you see somebody
Oh
stealing
God,
food,
I would
it's like,
never.
man, fucking let them eat.
Right.
Maybe she really needed those clothes for her kids. I mean, things are
Well, and I think
crazy
she
right
had a bunch
now.
of kids with her, and
Oh,
she was in the kids section.
okay.
So yeah, but it made me think. I was like, what? Like, I won't steal it, but I am not gonna
Yeah.
pass judgment on anybody that does.
Yeah.
Like, you
I'm
gotta
the
do what you
same.
gotta
I'm
do.
like, I won't steal it, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
me and my friend Gina, when we were, oh gosh, freshmen in high school, I think we went into Target. Now I hear your puppy crying.
Oh
Um,
gosh.
it's fine.
Is it all
It's
right?
it's fine. She'll if you need to get up, you can.
Let me give her a bone really
Yeah,
quick,
yeah.
and I want to hear this about Gina. Stand by. Haven't had this trouble. I think it's because she can hear my voice, maybe.
Yeah.
Edie, son of a bitch. Stripping. Just kidding. I like her so much. So you and Gina were in
Oh,
high
Gina and
school.
I,
Oh,
yeah, we were, I
freshman
think
year.
freshmen and maybe sophomores, but anyways, around that age, we went into Target. I forget why we were there, but to, get something. And we just happened upon like at the end of each aisle, they'll do like promo merch kind of
Yeah.
right there on the main aisle. And it was the kids section we walked past. And I think it was these Power Ranger backpacks that were intended for like 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
And we grabbed them and we just put them on and went about our business in Target, and we intentionally walked out with them on and never looked back.
That's cute though.
Gina
That sounds like fun. Oh, Gina.
Gina just
What
passed
fun.
away about 2 months ago, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
man, yeah, we had a lot of fun together, and that was just one of those moments that I'll never forget.
What
Yeah.
color Power Ranger backpack did you get?
They were blue.
Oh,
They were
they were
both
matching.
blue, and then, like, on the smaller kinda zip on the outside, they each had, like, I don't know, maybe there were the 5 Power Rangers or something like that. They
Yeah.
were ridiculous. Did we ever use them? Absolutely not. I remember it, like, went into the trash a few months later. Yeah. But it was just kind of like, "Can we do this? We did this."
Right, look at us do this, yeah.
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
funny. I was, similar to that, I was a freshman in high school. I went to show choir things a lot, I've repeated before, but this was in Georgia, for show choir, and all the girls were at the Underground Mall in Atlanta, and I was very shy, and all the girls were all, like, very close and older than me, and so we all went into Victoria's Secret, and they were like, "Let's just try on lingerie." So that was weird, and but it was fine. They were, and so I tried on a bra and underwear over my underwear, and then we changed out of our things and we went on our way. And then later on, I started to notice every store we walked past, the alarm would go off, and I was like, I'd forgotten to take the undies off, and they had an alarm tag on them, and I was like so embarrassed. I was like, should I tell anybody? So I told them, and they're like, listen. The police are probably looking for us. So what we're gonna do is just go
Oh, you
back
told
to
your
Victoria's
friends.
Secret. Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They were all older than me, and I was just such a dodo. I was like, oh no, I forgot to take them off, which was the truth. And so I went back into Victoria's Secret, took them off, and left them in the dressing room.
Just walking around,
Just
get a sense of how they feel.
Okay, so the other thing
Oh,
that
yeah.
I witnessed this week was I was at Target yesterday, and I was just looking around the home goods area, and I see this kid, and he has like the classic like shaved side head and the long sweep where he like flips it back like the little skater
Yeah.
kid.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what his age would be. It would be probably between 11 and 13, like, young kid.
Yeah.
So I keep catching glimpses of him just running around, and he just looks like he's up to no good. He's by himself, and I just, that's all that was what went through my head. And then I'm in one I turn the corner of one aisle, and he is knelt down at the bottom of the shelving, and he had the bottom piece lifted up. So he put it down really fast and scurried off. So I'm like, shit, I really want to look in there and see what he was doing. And so I finally, because I knew if anyone passes and sees me doing it, they're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I lifted it up, and there's all like stacks of, like, he grabbed a stack of, it's, my instinct is like Roblox something or other, but I don't even know what they were. And he shoved them under there. I'm not sure what he was planning to do. I just kind of looked at it and I was like, I have no idea what this kid is doing. And so then I put it back down and went on my way. And then I saw him later with his mom, and she's also got a baby. And I was like, oh God, her hands are full. Like, I never said anything to her. I didn't say anything to anyone at the store, but like, what the fuck was he doing? Like, what?
What are Roblox?
It's a kids game, I think. My
Oh,
niece
okay.
used to play. I don't know. They kind of could have been like playing cards for like Pokemon. They
Oh,
were in those
okay.
that's the packaging it looked like. So, so if I go to Target again, I'm gonna check and see if it's still under there.
Yes.
Like, is he hoarding things? Like, plus, like,
That's
is that
strange.
stealing? He's just shoving them under a shelf. When will anyone ever know it's there? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Fascinating.
Maybe he's so fucking bored that he's
Yeah.
like, "I have to give myself a challenge when I go to Target."
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
start shoving things under the shelf. So I don't know. Very strange.
Interesting.
Very
It's nice that you're observing all this. That's fun.
I love shopping alone because then you can just eavesdrop and not
Yeah.
eavesdrop in like a net, but just like listen and hear what's going
Mhm.
on around you. Yeah, so I kind of just am in the moment when I'm because I yeah, and I don't like shopping, so I uh I kind of get caught up in like what's happening around me because I'm just fascinated, by
Yeah.
humans. We are
Humans,
weirdos.
we are such weirdos.
Um,
Yeah.
there's one other thing, and I hadn't thought of this until now. So I was leaving teaching the other day. I teach in a mall, and
You teach in a mall.
I know the
I
Jazzercise
didn't realize
Center
that.
is in the mall, so we're like going back to our roots, like straight
So
up
do you have to, like,
80s.
go in the mall entrance and
Uh huh.
stuff when you get there?
Uh huh. Yeah,
Is it I thought you taught at, like, 5 in the morning.
I
Is it
do.
open
I
then?
do. It's not, but there's a security guy that has to be there to let us in. Yeah. And
Oh,
it's funny
okay.
because he has overslept a few times. And I get it. Because like I've
Oh, yeah.
overslept many, many,
Yeah,
many
yeah.
times back in the day. I haven't overslept in years now, knock on wood, except for the 12-15 class that I overslept for a couple weeks ago. Anyway, they have to let us in. So I teach the crack it on 5:45 and then I teach again just a cardio set at 12:15. So I was there at 12:15. I came out of um, the center and in the parking lot behind where it looks like a car would be was a stroller just there by itself. And so it looked to me like somebody, bless her heart, probably had multiple children, loaded them in the car, got in the car and drove away and left the stroller there. So I'm thinking, oh,
Oh,
and it looked like a
no.
nice stroller. I know those aren't
Yeah.
like cheap. And so I was like, shit, what do I do? Like, I don't want to take it and put it inside because then if they come back and it's gone, they'll think someone stole it.
Yeah.
I also feel weird about just leaving it in the parking lot. So I ended up leaving it. I just kind of was like, I debated over it, like I was like,
Yeah.
what would be the most helpful thing to do
Did you
here?
look to see if there was any kind of identification in there or a number or anything?
I did. And I mainly checked to see if there was a baby in it. I was like, I'm
You
like,
know, I wouldn't put that past some moms who are just like,
somebody take
just
this,
stretched so thin and they're like, "Where
right?
did I put the fucking baby?"
Where's the baby? Fuck, where's the baby?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
actually
I
did
feel
get,
like growing up, we were both you born in the 70s, late
well, I was in the
70s, but
80s.
growing up in like the 70s and 80s, latchkey kids and just moms and everything that I
God
feel
bless
like
them.
I've heard stories of parents forgetting their kids and
Oh, of
yeah,
course. Of course.
definitely. Now it's
My
totally frowned upon, but back then they were like, "Ugh, Jeanette, I did that last week."
Jeanette, I get it. I like Jeanette.
As they
She's so down to
light up
earth.
their
Yeah.
cigarette and they're like,
Jeanette,
"Kids,
you get
you don't need
me.
to wear your seatbelts."
Yeah, fuck this. My parents actually, when we were leaving Guam, we were at the airport, it was just me and my sisters before my brother was born, and they get on the plane and they had left me accidentally with one of the people. And I can't remember now because I tell it like she's on the plane, buckled in. She's like, do we have everything? Lindsay's here. We're good. But I think she actually just started to walk away and they were like, do you want to take Courtney with you?
She
And she
home
was like,
alone to you.
yeah, she was like, all right, we'll take her. But so the stroller, and so I asked my class about it the next time I taught and asking what they would do in that scenario. And they were, there was a lot of different answers. So then another day, one of my students was like, I saw the stroller. They did it again. I was like, no way. Like totally the stroller in the parking lot, same deal. Nobody's there. Car's gone. like totally different, like a weeks later or something like that. So I was just like, what is happening? Because
Oh
there's
my
this
goodness.
children's museum in the mall where a lot of moms that just look like they've been beat to death are with
Yeah.
their kids, like taking them, just go into the museum. So yeah, I was like, well, what did you do? And she said, I just left it. And I was like, yeah, that seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, last week I've solved it. I was walking out to the parking. I was in my car actually getting ready to go to class, and I see it. I see the stroller, and it's being pushed by a dad.
Oh, here we are accusing the
Here we
moms.
are. Yeah, and God bless him, it's the ding ding dong dad. He
Yeah.
looked tired, and he had more than one kid. I mean, of course, it could be same stroller, different dad, but I don't know. All the coincidences seem
Mm,
to
I mean, if
scream.
he forgot it once, you think like
Yeah, right?
he'd, maybe he's a single dad, but I'd say his wife was like, Henry, you go back and you get that stroller now.
Yeah, for real. That is not cheap. I feel like they're like
No, those
hundreds
are
of
expensive. Yeah,
dollars.
I think they are.
I mean,
I
I've
mean,
never
I
bought
have a
one.
stroller for my cat, and those
Oh,
things are not.
Jesus.
Yeah, I do. I
I knew
do.
that. I knew that. I knew that. Yeah.
I'll post some video of that. I'll put it in here
Please.
in this edit.
Please.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
We mostly put her in it and walk around the house and sometimes go out into the yard and walk around. I've taken her out on the sidewalk 2 or 3 times now. She hates it because she's very scared of loud noises, like if a truck
Oh, yeah,
goes by, it's just when she starts clawing the inside of it. I really
for
wanna
sure.
take her down to the beach and on the water here because
Cats
I don't
love
think she's
water.
ever
They do.
I well, I don't think she's ever seen, like, the ocean or the water or anything, and had that salty sea air, so I just wanna introduce her to that. It's
Yeah.
some point, I wanna take her down there, like, on a weekday when it's not very crowded and there's not a lot of
Yeah.
dogs or kids or any of that, but,
Yeah.
yeah, so
Better
maybe
see the ocean,
I know.
see the
Yeah,
sound.
because I
Oh,
feel like
man.
everybody deserves to see the ocean once in their life.
For sure. I
It's such a
guess.
wonderful place.
Deserve.
Yeah.
Such a wonderful word. My mom has been using that word a lot in regards to me having a wedding. "You deserve a wedding," and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you do
"Ugh."
deserve a wedding, and
As
I
I've said
deserve to get
before, I'd
invited.
rather yeah. Well, so this is where my brain is now, and it changes, but we have a really, very bare bones, but a great large backyard, and Jonathan built a privacy fence, a little while back and built a deck, and it's a huge deck, and honestly, when he built it and I was like, "This feels like a stage." Like, it's huge,
Ooh.
and, then we strung, like, those lights, those, like, deck
Yeah.
lights, it's charming. So I'm like, mostly the idea of the wedding just stresses me out, like, I'm not interested. I have a dress.
I know you do. I
Oh,
know
yeah,
you
you knew
do.
it.
Yeah,
And, so
it's
my mom
beautiful.
has been, like, trying to figure out a way to, like, and I was like, "Listen, if I would be down if we did it at our house because then let the kids do what they wanna do, let them drink, let them whatever.
Yeah.
And then that we're not it just stresses me out, like, it doesn't sound like fun to me, like, sure, I would like to celebrate our love in front of the people that we love, but then I can set my mom free and just be like, Decorate it however you want,
Okay,
whatever you
I'm
think."
gonna propose something to you.
Okay.
Yes. I think it's a great idea, and just keep it small, like friends and family. Have your
No,
mom kinda run.
there's no small. That's not
Okay.
small. It will not
Ha
be small.
have it be big.
Mhm. I gotta have a
Hire a
check.
caterer to come, and it
Mhm.
doesn't have to be fancy, but
No,
somebody that
and
will
it won't be.
come, provide all the food, clean up so you don't have to do anything.
Cool.
You could go to Costco or wherever and just buy a shit ton of, beers and wine, and keep that
Mhm.
simple. Have
Yeah.
or none or whatever, but,
Yeah.
to for people, or you can have like a little bartender there to help, do
That's true.
that. Spend a couple $1,000 doing it all and have your mom and your sister and me come out and decorate. And I mean, doesn't have to be fancy unless you kind of want a
Oh,
little fancy, but
I mean, I do want class. I would like
yeah,
it to be
okay.
classy. And but I do like we could have our first dance on the deck. I also have plans for my sister and I to be performing pieces for ourselves, not necessarily for the people, but we're gonna make them watch because that's how we are. And spoiler alert, I've been practicing Intentions by Justin Bieber because that is the song I decided I would like to sing for him. And Lindsay has already been working on the backup. So,
I don't even know what that song is.
uh, picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Something, something drop dead, you're a killer. And it talks about how she. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, in my case, he's a boss. He doesn't need any financial support from me because he's his own boss. And he's a great asset. It talks about, I love it because it's that tongue in cheek, if you will. But
Oh,
I don't know. It just really clicked for me. And one day when it came on, I was like, this will be the song.
yeah.
Because how else to express yourself to the man that you love than Justin Bieber?
I agree.
You know?
If I knew any of his works, then
And I know really very little about him, but for some reason, um,
all I know
shower
is he'll
you
forever
with
be like
all
13 in my mind.
and the
Yeah, and
hair.
that kinda hair, and now he's
Yeah,
tatted all over.
yeah, and he's a dad, which
Is
is
it that's right, they had a kid.
freaking loco, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm probably not gonna have my tooth in, so when I
Oh,
do that,
I
it
like
is
that.
just so perfect, yeah.
That'll be good, and you have to
Yeah,
work
so
up some good hand gestures to go with some of those lyrics too.
just that is actually good. Cooking up, you take the me, you're an asset, shower you but yeah, so that's where I've been thinking about that because my mom, every time I see her, she was like, "When are we gonna do this wedding?" Yeah, so I just don't want it to be like, oh my gosh, like 12 years later, and it's like, we just never got around to it. And my mom will forever be like, "You deserve it," and I'm like, nobody deserves anything. We're all
Yes, we
just
do.
floating around. I don't know. I don't know if
We deserve
I get,
love. We
oh well,
deserve
okay,
happiness
absolutely. I mean,
and the things that come with all that. Like, if you're married, you call yourself married.
I do,
Would you
yeah.
like to celebrate that marriage? Have you celebrated it in a way
I
that
definitely feel like I have, yeah. But yeah, it's interesting, because it's never like I feel like I don't deserve it, but, like, I mean, when I think of, like, good things for me, I'm thinking scuba, I'm thinking travel,
Yeah.
like, that's what I would like, but I mean, it would be cool. I think I don't know, I think I got too much in my head about it, and things just have been so
You could
a
also
whirlwind.
just book a trip for 2, go down to, like, Turks and Caicos, have somebody down there officiate you 2 just saying some vows on the beach, and then go scuba diving and
Right?
fucking have fun and just be like, "We got married, ma. I had a wedding. It was lovely."
Um, but then the family really wants to be a part of it. That's the
Of
thing.
course. Of
Like the
course.
family. And so I truly
So
am
just give
agreeing
me
to it
your
for them.
itinerary and I will share with them and they can be there in the background.
Yeah. Gosh, trying to imagine traveling with getting my family travel like and his family. Actually, he because we traveled pretty good going to Florida. That went really well. But yeah, it just
Put somebody else in charge of it.
yes, I will. This is so funny. I'm so resistant to it. It's like all I want to do is take a nap.
Girl, I feel
What
ya.
what the fuck? And Lindsay, my sister, said to me, she was like, "There's no way I would want to plan my wedding in this stage of my life." She was like, "I get it," and I was like, "Okay, it's not that I'm a party pooper. I just I'm happy to be celebrate others
Planning
100%.
things are not
That's really fun.
easy.
Yeah, ugh.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's why you
but yeah,
hire a wedding planner these days.
right. But I don't even want that. Like,
No, I mean, like, I'm not offering that as an option because
mm,
yeah, but
it's
that's why
fun.
people do is because I just want someone to come to me and present me options and I can pick
Yeah,
one or say no, come back again, and then show up on the day.
yeah. Yeah, I think I've just been so opposed too. Like, I like the day-to-day life of married life. I don't like the grand, like, the pictures and the I don't know.
My friend Colleen, who we've had on the
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah.
she has one picture of her
See,
wedding.
that's what I'm talking about.
She
That's what I
had
like.
yep. She's like, "I have one picture, and that's it." And her wedding
I
was beautiful. It was so simple. I think there were maybe 50, 70 people max in there.
Mhm.
It was this restaurant type bar situation. I mean, and they decorated it. It was nice. It was
Yeah,
classy.
yeah,
And everyone, was dressed really nicely. She greeted everybody when they walked in. She was in her dress. He was there. They were greeting people. And then, like, an hour later, after people have had like a cocktail or whatever, they kind of just called attention. They went up on stage, gave some vows, and then we had dinner and photo. And it was partied. It was fun. Like,
I
it was
see, that's
easy.
exactly yeah, I
Yeah.
want easy I like that idea of people arriving, we were just like,
Yeah.
"Hey, get
Yeah,
in
she's
here."
like, "Show up around, like, 5," and then,
Yeah,
around, like, 6, they were like, "Alright, we're gonna do vows," and it was, like, I don't know, 15 minutes, and then that
yeah,
was it, and then we
yeah,
had dinner
that's
and yeah.
so, this is quite thought-provoking.
Mm.
Mike, my ex from,
Yes.
I'd been with him for about 8 years, he also struggled with addiction, and he initially got sober because he found Jesus and got sober that way and
Where'd he find him?
was he found him in Arkansas. That's where he's been all this time.
Oh my
What?
god.
Arkansas, it's hot as balls out there, sheesh. But, he knows that I'm married, and then every now and again, he'll reach out to me and be like, "Are you still married?" And I'm like I just ignore the question at this point, but he's like, "I really wanted to share something with you. What this is pretty exciting because he was in what turned out to be a cult, and
Yep.
so he did get out of it, and there was some disillusion there was all sorts of he had to kind of, um, reprogram his brain because 'cause he'd been so, like, conditioned in this with this cult. Um, so then every now and again, I'll hear from him and he's on drugs again. Anyway, I don't need to go into those but so I don't know where he's at in, like, sobriety or what.
Do you know where
But
he's at in
he
the world? Is he still in Arkansas?
Arkansas, yeah.
Okay.
And his folks moved to Arkansas to be with him, which they
Oh,
moved out of San Francisco, and they had a
wow.
beautiful house on the bay, like, I was to Arkansas? Okie dokie. Like, but yeah, so they're out there, and I love his parents. I've always been close with his mom. She's just lovely. So he reaches out to tell me it's hilarious. He's so he texted me and he's like, "Hey, you still married? I want to let you know I'm about to go on this journey to deal with this cut or to take this new uh therapy that helps you get off drugs because he's on Suboxone again." So I was like, "Okay," and he said, "I'm doing the MEO 5 MEO DMT," and I was like, so he was like, "Do you know what that is?" And I was like, no, so I Googled it. Okay. So and also he's going to Mexico to do this, which of course you're
Sure.
going to Mexico to do this. Um, it is, the venom from a what's called a Colorado toad or the Sonora desert
Mhm.
toad, and it
I've
secretes
heard of
this
this.
venom.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, you've heard of it, and it's
Yes.
a powerful psychedelic. It's
Uh-huh.
illegal in the US as a
Mhm.
Schedule 1 substance, but this compound is currently being studied and clinically developed as a breakthrough therapeutic for treatment-resistant depression, anxiety, and addiction. So, yeah, he is going to Mexico to lick toads. I know that's not the case, but he says that when it's done in a therapeutic environment,
Uh-huh.
but it just sounds like another, like, microdosing mushrooms or,
Yep.
ayahuasca or, like, all that, like, ballyhoo.
Actually, I was having a conversation with, a coworker of mine, about this a little over a month or so ago. She was doing some microdosing, this and that, and she's like, "And I hear about this toad venom." And
Mhm.
apparently she's spoken with 1 or 2 people who did it maybe, like, a year or so ago, cured. Like, overnight anxiety, depression, just gone. Like, it completely reset their system.
Oh
Um,
gosh.
so, of course, they're still doing tests and trials, but hey, if you
I
can do it,
mean,
you wanna
really,
do it, and you've got the
if
means
it
to do it, like,
and if it works, like,
if it
dude.
works, I mean, who knows? I'm
Wow.
sure, it's doing some good, otherwise they wouldn't be studying it like they are,
Right, right,
they have seen improvement, but I'd say, well done, Mike, and he's got the
right.
or his folks have the means to do it, so
I think he does now. He's been working for a nuclear plant where he goes to, where does he go? He goes to another state to work at a nuclear plant. He's not a scientist,
I don't
but,
know if I would trust an addict to go work at a nuclear
I
plant.
don't know either. But I know that he's saved a lot of money, which is incredible because that was, not something he was able to do earlier on. I mean, so I told him, I was like, "Please keep me posted. I would love
Yeah,
to hear how this goes
I'm
because
curious about that. Do keep
there
me
was
posted.
right? When there was something else he was trying, there's always some new up and coming, like, something that's not, you know, recovery AA or,
Mhm.
going to meetings because everybody is very turned off at the idea of having to go to meetings, and I understand why you would be. But I'm telling you, that is the only way that I have
And
remained in recovery.
Courtney, I believe you 100%. I think everybody's looking for a quick fix these days,
Yeah.
because our lives are so chaotic and frantic that we want something to work now because it's difficult to put in the effort and the time and to actually sit with our feelings
Ugh,
and
it's awful, yeah.
speak them in a
It's hard.
group.
Mm,
That is the hardest thing. So we are always just looking for the easiest way
yeah,
to get out of any situation. I'm guilty
it's
of it all
true.
the time. It's just
Oh, yeah,
like,
and I'm
what's the
still
easy
guilty of it, yeah.
but, honestly, it's those support groups, what you've been doing day after day after day for years and having to sit with your pain, and you said something, and I say it to myself all the time, it's on the tip of my tongue now, but just, like, when you want that drink, you have to, like, sit with that pain and suffering,
Mhm.
and feel it. You have to feel that pain, you have to feel that discomfort, and it will pass, and it does.
It always passes. Yeah,
It
it really does.
passes. Yeah, and it
Um,
usually I notice that a lot for me now, it's like when I feel that pain and discomfort for whatever reason it is, and I'm like, "Oh, I wanna numb out on, like, just leaving the situation that I'm in, either numbing out, with a drink or going for a walk or, doing something to extract myself from whatever's
mhm,
causing that pain." It's like,
mhm.
no, you need to sit and like, feel it, and it
Process
usually
it, yeah.
goes away within, like, 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And, like, nothing lasts forever. Not a feeling,
Yeah.
not, it's constantly changing. And, that actually, I didn't even think to mention this, but I had a very good week because so I have now relocated almost full time to Roanoke, and that is 45 minutes away from Blacksburg,
Okay.
where, I still have an apartment, which I will be getting rid of sooner than later just because now that I have anyway. So my recovery support system has been in Blacksburg, and
Yeah.
I have been a part of a women's group for my entire sobriety, and we've seen each other through a lot. I mean, anything difficult you go through in life, I've gone to this meeting and shared about it, and I've heard other women share their experience, strength, and hope with, like, going through all sorts of things, losing jobs, losing going through divorce, losing your parents, losing a child, like, losing your pets. I mean, everything. So, that was, like, the strength I had. I still go once a week or so, but I can't always get to it, and so I've been trying to get my butt in gear and go to meetings near me. There's right down the road, there's this clubhouse, and I've gone to a couple of meetings. I really, prefer meetings with just women. Um, I understand, like, there's a lot of hoopla about, like, "Well, did you get drunk with men? You can get sober with them," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's easy to say that if you're a dude." Like, there are just things I don't feel safe sharing around men,
Yeah.
like, in a
Yeah.
men's room, especially if it's relationship involved because then men I don't know, unfortunately, and women are this there are women out there that are also predatory when they go into recovery meetings, because they're looking for a way to numb out. Sex, a lot of times people go to meetings to meet somebody to have, so anything, anywhere you go, that's kind of like so anyhow, I just feel safer at women's meetings. So I suddenly stumbled upon, because I have a meeting list in my phone, a women's meeting here on Mondays. It's right down the road. And I went into this room and it was like I could breathe. It was just so
Oh.
nice that and it was a bigger group, I mean, bigger for a women's group, but, I just sat there in heaven, and it just really got me excited about, like, I definitely feel like I've lost, my spiritual connection. I just haven't been working it the way I normally had through my
Mhm,
recovery, so, and it's easy to lose sight of things when there's a lot of moving parts in your life suddenly. I used
mhm.
to just hang out with my dog all day and be like, "What do I wanna think about today?" And then now it's like I forget if I even, like, changed my underwear sometimes.
I have a trick for that. Don't
What's
wear
that?
any.
That's right. That's a good idea. I should definitely do that. But anyhow, it was just really cool to meet, you know, just to be in a group of women who I don't know. I don't know their
Oh,
stories. They
yay.
don't know my stories. And I'm grateful for that because right now I could just be this like really chill, awesome gal who's like totally chill. And like,
But you're not.
I know.
So that's gonna come
But
out.
just for right now, it's nice because then no one's like, "How's your tooth?" "Oh my god, how's this? How's that?" And it's
Yeah,
almost that's what the anonymity part feels really good to me. I like to feel anonymous. I like to
yeah.
be, um so if there's something I wanna talk about, I can talk about it, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'm sure there's a word for it, but, and of course, I'll be forthcoming with, who I am and what my story is and all of that, but, it's just nice to be like, to listen. It's just
Yeah.
nice to listen because it's so I learn so much when I listen to someone else share their problems, their issues, their worries, you know,
Well, that's the whole point of this podcast
right? Is to
is to listen to other people's stories
yeah.
because you don't feel so alone. There's always
Mm-mm.
something relatable there or
Mhm.
just some words of wisdom, advice. You'll
Yeah.
walk away with something, and I think
Yeah.
that's the power here is that we have these incredible people on that are sharing stories and
Right.
yeah.
It's so powerful, like, to and
And they're
even if
not celebrities like,
mm-mm.
they're
Yeah.
it's kind of the rest of us sharing our
Mhm.
stories because life is not glossy and beautiful,
Nope. It's fucking nasty.
but it's I mean, when I say glossy and beautiful, it hasn't been photoshopped. It is
Mm.
beautiful in its own way.
Absolutely.
And like, this dirty, natural, beautiful
Yeah. The real
existence.
stuff.
Kind of
Yeah.
the real
The real
stuff
stuff.
that yeah.
Like my husband had said, he was like, when I was trying to acclimate to moving into a house that already had him and 3 of his kids. Was it 3? Oh, 4.
Oof.
4 of the kids were here. So that was almost everybody, yeah. And it was hard. Like, we get on each other's nerves. We, get in each other's way. And I remember saying to him, like, I would like to just be a positive, helpful, like, presence here.
Mhm.
And, I feel like I'm getting grumpy and, you know, I need the bathroom, there in the bathroom, like, all that stuff, and he goes, "No, that's the good stuff. That's the stuff
Oh.
that's what gets you close is, like, being crabby and being," and at first I was like, "Ugh, and then I was like, "Yeah, I get it. Okay, that makes sense."
Aw.
Even though I
He's
think
so wise.
he is this he is he's a good dude. I like him. I'm thinking about dating him, like, thinking about it.
Ooh, have you thought about
I know.
marriage maybe?
I don't even know, whatever. We do this thing though, and it's my favorite when we're at a restaurant, and if he gets up to go to the bathroom, he's always like, "It's nice meeting you." I was like, "Oh my god, yeah. Do you want my number?" And he's like, "No, no, no. We're good. But can you take care of dinner?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, yeah, of course." And I hope that someone's listening because it just cracks my shit up. Or
Oh,
after
that's
we
good.
have sex, and I'm going to the bathroom, and I'm like, I think my Uber's here, so, I mean, it was so nice meeting you, like," and he's like, "No, no, no, yeah, it was great. See you around."
I'll
I
see
don't
you down in the
know.
kitchen.
Yeah, right? That game never gets old to me. There's certain games that just never get old.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny. Oh, that's
yeah,
real cute that you guys do that.
yeah, he
Oh,
cracks me up.
sweet. Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah. I mean, you got anything else to share today? I know this episode, like, we didn't really have a plan, but that's not always the plan to have a
That
plan.
is that yeah, that's almost the best plan. Yeah.
Um,
How's Jumpy?
Jumpy, I haven't seen him in probably 2 days. He usually comes by around 10 o'clock, so maybe in another hour
Oh
or
my
so.
god, that's
Yeah.
incredible. There's a time clock on that pup.
I know,
I mean,
I'm
not
always
pup,
like,
that squirrel.
yeah, there's
Where's
Jumpy, and
Jumpy?
there's another one that kind of follows him around because he knows, "Oh, it's if I follow Jumpy, then I'm gonna get nuts too."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Leave me to
Uh,
the nuts, Jumpy.
they're smart little creatures, these squirrels.
They sure are.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
Poppy, she's wicked smart. Like she's oh, speaking of which, I haven't heard a peep from her. That's cool. Or
Good.
also danger.
Yeah.
It could be one or the other. But she is fetching. She sits. She's really good at sitting, which is great. Like sitting and staying instead of just being like, okay, I put my butt down, you know. So I'm still working with her.
Oh,
She's
good.
an adventure, that's for sure.
That's a new puppy. That's a new
Yeah,
anything is, you
right.
guys
That's
are
true.
figuring out each other's kinks, and I mean,
Yeah,
it's puppy. You're gonna have that for at least a year,
yeah.
you know?
2 years, I'd say. I mean, my
You'd
God.
think. I mean,
I just
as soon as those teeth fall out, then it's not as dangerous.
yeah. God, she's got the most razor sharp teeth.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Puppy teeth are the worst.
Fucking shit. I do not
Yeah.
remember Rooster being any level of this. Well, I almost wanted to ask Mike. I'm like, "Do you remember what she" I remember there was a brief, like, a week where she was biting a lot, and we were like, "What are we gonna do?" And then it stopped.
Huh.
And it was fine.
D Maybe you just bite back.
I mean, I would, but I'll probably lose another tooth. Bless her little heart. But
At
yeah,
least you'll know where to
we'll see.
find it in her collar.
Yeah. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Um, and she doesn't wear a collar. My dogs are naked.
Oh,
They're
I
naked.
guess this her scruff is what I meant to say. Like, if you bite
Oh,
her
yeah.
and,
If I
and
bought her hard
scruff
enough.
her. Yeah.
And then my worry is if it ever drops when she's around and she gets a
Oh,
hold of it,
she'll
she'll
eat
eat
it.
it.
You'll just have to sift through her poop.
I will do no such thing. I will walk into the woods and never return. I'm just so
They're gonna
die.
find your skeleton and missing one tooth still.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Well, does anyone know this woman? She's"
Well, my friend, it was good seeing your face today.
It was good to see yours. It's nice to have this little therapy sesh.
I know, it is good. And we have a couple guests coming on in the next few weeks that I'm
So
excited
exciting.
to have. Well, everyone, thanks for listening and putting up with us today.
Mhm.
You can always reach out if you have any stories you want to share. We'll read those anonymously. Email us at
Email us.
thatwasnttheplanpod@gmail.com, or you
Talk
can
to
visit our
us.
yeah, talk to us. You can go to our website at thatwasnttheplan.com. You can find us on social media. All of our videos are on Spotify and YouTube. You can listen, watch us anywhere. So until next week, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you, Emily.
And we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye. Kanke Fatchoy.
Kanke Fatchoy. Thanks for listening to That Wasn't the Plan. If you found it helpful, or at least mildly entertaining, a quick rating, review, and a click on the subscribe button would be lovely. And it genuinely helps us. And if a friend comes to mind, please share. Until next time, bye.